Welcome to this channel. In today's video, I want to share with you 4 subject matters out of the many I believe men choose not to talk about with you, and they would rather go talk about it with other men in the boys' club. I have witnessed ladies getting so frustrated because their man has suddenly stopped talking to them as they used to. Perhaps from the onset you felt intimate when your man could open his heart to you. However, right now, things are not the same again. In fact, it feels like you're losing your man. I therefore have identified 4 most common things that drive your man to the boys' club, a place they call refuge. Remember, I have shared in the past in one of our videos that men have a cave that they will frequently visit to iron out issues. And as long as they have not resolved what took them in, they will stay there and keep going there until the matter is done and dusted. At the end of the day, men will have to find that place where they can speak out the most troubling things in their heart. Let it be known to you that that place is not your space, but it is called the boys' club. In this space, men open up and talk out their frustrations. They share about their pain and their agony. They are able to articulate what really matters to them. Why? Because the rules in the boys' club are normally crafted to serve them in their deepest moments of frustration. It is a place where they can find solutions without being judged. A place they are allowed to drown in their sorrows. Ladies, the good book says, anyone who holds his tongue is prudent. Take a moment, subscribe, like, and share this video. Number 1, failure. You must understand that your man goes through seasons of highs and lows in successive measures. And this can seem like they are stuck. After all, as the good book says, from the sweat of your brow, you shall eat. This informs you that man's worth is much more in his work rather than some of the things that you do imagine. Society too has emasculated your man by putting a demand on them to become and remain at the top sooner rather than later. Society is extremely impatient with them when they are not successful. Men will rarely admit openly that they are stuck. Your man would rather retreat back into their cave until he comes up with a way out. Because of this, your man will go and join the boys in the boys' club. Number 2, pressure of being in the lead. In every way and in every situation, men unconsciously believe that they must take the lead. The patriarchal nature of our society has wired them to always be the leader at home, at work, and even in the social space. It seems number 2 is never an option for men. Because of this, a man is wired to believe he must be the provider in almost all things. His ability to lead and failure, therefore, can cause him emotional damage and even kill his spirit. Such men may turn out to be addicts of drugs and substance or even alcohol abuse. In those things, they will drown their sorrows. However, man finds a boys' club, he stands a good chance of almost emerging out as an overcomer. Number 3, men are good in hiding their feelings. Men are good at hiding their feelings, especially when they sense failure or something close to that. From childhood, men have been told that boys do not cry. This has escalated to the point where men unconsciously will hide their emotions from their lady. When challenges are taking dominion and overwhelming a man, he will bury his feelings and keep any information related to that challenge. Men will hide their emotions from you, their lady, to keep their appearance as if all is well. The worst time is when things don't work out, yet he was the decision maker on that matter. Such times, the man will take himself to the boys' club, and there he will talk it out with other men, rather than face you and inform you of his failure. Number 4, their sexual needs. The topic about a man's sexual need is one that men would rather talk about in the boys' club than with you. Much as you are there by your man, this topic is rarely discussed between men and women. Whenever a man attempts to talk about their sexual need with you, and in most cases they are put off if they witness an uncomfortable facial expression from you during such a talk, that man will be so terrified of opening up in the future, and they will spin a new tale wildly away from sex matters so that they do not witness your negative response towards them. Take note that once a man detects such a response from you, they will forever hold their tongue and withdraw from having such talks in the future. It is unfortunate that such silence may breed suspicion about their sexual orientation or needs. And from that point onward, men will assign themselves to the boys' club where they can talk about it freely, even talk about their fantasies. Finally, you must realize that withdrawal away from you can trigger suspicion and frustration from your part. And this can couple up together and damage the relationship if it's not managed well. It can even lead to the fallout of your treasured relationship with your man. You must therefore work on yourself to be extremely patient, bearing so much of the waiting so that your man can find in you space and a place where he can speak out the awkwardness of all these things without fear of being judged or made to look small. Let him go to the boys' club. Allow him time there. And sooner rather than later, he will crawl back if you don't give him undue pressure. And he will share with you those intimate details that you have desired to hear from him. The boys' club shall not be a threat to you. Thank you.